Welcome everyone and to this exciting interview segment. Today we have the pleasure of sitting down with the Rib Hillis, star of the Lifetime movie Campus Retreat Murder. Join us as we delve into Rib's insights into his character and the challenges of filming this movie. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I guess I feel like compelled to say ciao. It's a small amount of Italian that I know, but it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here to talk with you and excited to chat about this movie coming out.
Great. I'm excited too. So we can start. Can you tell us a little bit about your character in Campus Retreat Murder?
Well, my character's name is Jim. I play a married man, and I'm married to all people. My real life wife, Jessica. Jessica and I, we've been married for a little over a year, and I'm trying to think. This is maybe the third or the fourth movie that we've done together. We played married couples before, so it's always fun to be playing with your real life wife. But this is a Lifetime movie, and so there's there's a little bit of drama that doesn't exist in the real world, but it was kind of fun to play that with my wife.
And what initially attracted you to your role in the movie?
I mean, honestly, I think one of the biggest attractions to the role was the fact that I got to work with my wife. Jess is very, very busy. She works a lot. I don't always get the chance to be on the same movies with her. I have other projects that I work on. So it was really exciting to, what could be better than to go away? We shot this just outside of Palm Springs. And it was just a fantastic time. It was kind of like a mini vacation. I think it was maybe almost 2 weeks, a 2-week shoot. But yeah, it was being able to work with my wife, and then the Lifetime Network, the Hybrid family, the people that make the movie. I've done several movies with them as well. So that was always fun.
Amazing. And what do you think makes this movie so special and captivating?
Oh, what makes this movie special and captivating? It was shot very well. Lars Lindstrom, who's our DP, our cameraman, he's fantastic. Really, really set up the shots. It's kind of very dynamic. There's lots of movement in it. Amy Barnett, who's our director, or Barrett rather, she was fantastic. So I think those two combinations, when you have a good director and a good DP, it probably would be fun too for people to watch a real life married couple playing a different couple with a different dynamic. So hopefully that'll be fun. I haven't had a chance to see it. My wife saw it. We did a screening here in Los Angeles last week, and I was unavailable to attend, but she saw it and she said it's fantastic. So I'm excited to see it. It airs here on Sunday.
Yeah. And what do you hope audiences take away from watching the movie?
I hope they're entertained. Lifetime is kind of a guilty pleasure network, and that there's those shows that you just want to sit down and enjoy. You get to enjoy other people having drama in their life. So I hope people just enjoy the movie. Don't think about any issues they may be having in their own lives, and watch these other people try to navigate their relationship. The Couples Retreat Murder kind of implies that there's some murder happening, but it's about a husband and wife who go away on a couples retreat to try to make their marriage work, and then some bad stuff happens. So,
and what was it's like working with the rest of the cast on set?
It was fantastic. Yeah, of course, my wife Jessica. I see her every day, so it was a pleasure to work with her, and she's such a pro. Natalie Daniels also, I hadn't worked with her before, but she was fantastic. Alex Trumbull, Corin Nemec. Corin and I have done several movies together over the years, and he's fantastic. So we just had a great time. Everybody was very professional, and we had a lot of fun. We were out in the desert. We shot at this incredible location, so that's a lot of fun. It's very visual, very beautiful. And every day that we wrapped, my wife and I stayed at this cute little Airbnb, and it was like we were on vacation. So
great. What can you tease about your character journey without spoiler?
Jim is a complex character. He's a complex character. There's more going on. You know, he's married to Becky, but you know the marriage isn't quite working. They have some conflict. So like a lot of people, he's got some deeper issues, and hopefully he can work through them during therapy. But you'll have to watch to see how that turns out.
Yeah. And what was your favorite scene or moment while filming the movie, if you can say that?
Oh gosh, I mean, there were so many fun moments. There were some moments that had some comedy, some humor to it, even though it didn't seem that it would appear funny on the page. When we were shooting it, we were all laughing so hard. So that was kind of unexpected, and I hopefully the audience will see that. There were some driving sequences where I'm driving with Jess, and she's sitting in the passenger seat, and it was very similar to how our real life conversations might be while we're driving the car. So that was fun. And then of course the climax. Every Lifetime movies have a big climax at the end, and that was a lot of fun to shoot. So I think it should be I think the audience should be very entertained throughout this whole thing.
Yeah, great. So change of the subject. What have been some of the most memorable projects you have worked throughout your career, and why for you?
Most memorable projects I've worked throughout my career. Well, you and I were chatting just before we started recording. I used to live in Italy. I lived in Milan. It was sort of at the beginning of my career. At the time, I was modeling. I lived in Milan and worked with an agency called Fashion. I mean, that's a pretty memorable moment. I was young. I was like 21, 22 years old, living in Milan for the summer, doing all the runway shows for Armani and Versace and Gianfranco Ferré, and it was quite an experience. So that was pretty memorable. And then fast forwarding some of the things I've gotten to do, as an actor, I had a lot of fun when I went down to Australia and worked on Baywatch. We shot that in Australia we did 2 episodes down there. That was quite an experience. I don't think I've ever traveled that far for work. Here in the States, I just recently worked on a TV show called The Tall Tales of Jim Bridger. It's about a mountain man, a real life mountain man who lived in the 1800s. And I got to play Jim Bridger, and we shot that up in Montana. And that was probably one of the funnest things, the best things I've ever done, because I got to be up in Montana, which I love, running around the mountains. I got to grow a big beard. My hair was quite long and shaggy, and just running around pretending to be a mountain man. It was kind of a dream come true. So
Great. So at Survive the Shows, we are big fans of Christmas rom-coms.
Christmas?
Rom-coms.
Rom-coms, okay.
What is your all-time favorite?
My all-time favorite rom-com?
Christmas rom-coms.
God, my all-time favorite rom-com. Like one that I've watched, that I've enjoyed to watch?
Usually, the one you watch with your family when you was a child, or the old-fashioned Christmas rom-coms.
Okay, I don't know if this is a rom-com, but there's a movie called Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase. Yeah. It's the sequel. I think it's the sequel to the original Vacation, and Christmas Vacation is something that we would watch pretty regularly. I think we still do. I think I watched it this Christmas because it is hilarious. I don't know if it's definitely a comedy. I don't know if it's necessarily considered a rom-com, but that would definitely be one of the movies. As a kid growing up, I probably didn't watch a lot of rom-coms in my household. My dad we'd watch movies with my dad. We were more inclined to watch Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, Terminator, or like the Blues Brothers with Jim Belushi and or John Belushi. That's right. Jim's the brother. But I'd say Christmas Vacation.
Great. The last question. Can you tease us something about your next projects?
Let's see. I'm gonna play a biker, a motorcycle gang. There's a new movie out in theaters, which I think is called The Bike Riders. Tom Hardy, and it's about a motorcycle gang. So then in the industry, there tends to be a lot of movies that sort of like to capitalize on that sort of theme. And so anyway, I'm doing a movie where there's a motorcycle gang, and I play an undercover police officer who infiltrates the gang, and that's going to be on a vertical streaming series where people watch it on their phones, vertical. It's called I think it's Galetta. It's an app that you download, and it's kind of a fun new genre where you film things in the vertical as opposed to the horizontal.
Okay.
And I did one for this company just a few months ago. It hasn't come out yet, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I get to play a biker gang member.
Great. So make sure to watch the movie Couples Retreat Murder on Lifetime on Sunday, July 7th.
Yes.
Thank you, Rib, to join us.
It was my pleasure. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me, and I hope you and the rest of the audience enjoys the movie on Sunday.
Thank you. Pleasure is mine. And thank you all for watching. Bye.
Bye.